second sentence of the Gospel of John in Greek is ke o logos in προς theon. We'll go through this word by word. Ke is and, o is the, logos is word, in was, προς with, ton the, theon God. Now, of these 7 words in the sentence, 3 out of the 7 are cognates, so you already know something in English that is related to them. 2 out of the 7 are review words from the last lesson that we did, and 2 out of the 7 of them are new words. Προς is a preposition, and depending on the context, it can mean to, with, or for. And if somebody likes dogs more than they like cats, we would say that they're pro-dog. Or if somebody would like to fund the exploration of space, we would say that they are pro-space exploration. So we actually do use this Greek word in English. The next word that we will look at is theon, and this is a cognate that we have in English. It means God. And in English, we have the word theology from this. Now, theon is a direct object, and we'll talk about the distinction between direct objects and subjects shortly here. The other cognate that we have is also a review word from the previous lesson, and that's a logos, and that is the direct cognate in English would be logic, but it's usually translated word in the first chapter of the Gospel of John. Now, 2 of the words that are not cognates with English, but they're review words from the previous lesson are o, which is the, and in, which is was. Now, the 2 new words that we have in this section are extremely common words, and we'll see them again and again in the New Testament. And that is, the first one is ke, which is and ton, which is the direct object form of o, the definitive article meaning the. So the as a direct object is ton in Greek. Now, to string this sentence together again, we have ke and, o logos, the word, in was, προς with, and ton theon, God. This sentence provides us with our first pattern that we're going to see, and this involves masculine nouns, and we have the subject, logos, and you can see that S at the end, and that identifies a masculine noun as a subject. And then we have another masculine noun, and that's theon, and you can see that both the ton and the theon have the ending ni, that N sound on them. And so that S became an N. The sigma became a ni when it went from being a subject to a direct object. Now, to just sort of make this a little bit more visual, we have 2 nouns. One's a subject and one's a direct object. There's logos, which is a subject, and theon, which is a direct object, and they're both masculine. Now, if we were to take logos and we were to make it a direct object, do you know what it would look like? It would look like logon. And then if we took theon and we made that a subject, it would be theos. Now, in the subject column, you can see that logos and theos both have that omicron sigma at the end, and then in the direct object column, logon and theon both have the same ending, that O-N, the omicron ni ending. So the prepositional phrase that we have in this sentence is προς ton theon, and that is literally with the God. Now in English, we don't need to say the with God. In Greek, they do use the a lot more, and so you'll see it in front of proper names and similar patterns. But the important thing here is the ni there, the N sound. That shows that masculine kit there, the God, ton theon, is a direct object. And it's a direct object because this is a prepositional phrase with προς. Προς makes it a direct object. Now, we've seen this before. If you remember, the title of the gospel is Kata Iuanin. So this is actually our second example of a preposition turning a noun into a direct object. So kata, the preposition, turns the name John into Iuanin with that N at the end. And we are now seeing a pattern form where a preposition has the ability to turn a noun into a direct object, and it will have that N sound at the end of it. So to just recap and review our subjects that we've seen so far, our subject forms are theos, Ioannis, and logos, and the direct objects that we've seen are theon and Ioannin. And to go through this sentence one more time, και ο λόγος in προς τον θεον, and the Word was with God.